I had one subscriber ask me to start a series on bobbin lace with basic lessons. So I'm going to do a series of several, starting with the pillows, the supplies, the books, winding the bobbins, the different types of bobbins. But the first one is going to be on the pillows. Like this pillow I made using Great Stuff expandable foam, covered with a piece of heavy cloth. This one I bought. This one is made with styrofoam with a cloth cover. This one is made out of cork board, and I made it square, but it has a rounded top, so the bobbins will slide off to the sides easy while working with it. This one I bought from Germany. It's a Rotary pillow. I'll show how each of these pillows work one at a time after I've taken pictures of them. Now this is an interesting pillow. This one, the pieces in the middle slide up and down, so you can use it instead of a Rotary pillow and get the same effect. And the other one is the starter kit. I do have this listed on my website, stitchniche.com. So it's for sale if you wanted to purchase it and have it shipped to you. I'll do it within 24 hours. So you'll be able to start using it almost immediately. The first pillow I'm going to show how to make is the one made with, it's called Great Stuff. You can get it at Walmart, Home Depot. It's this stuff here. It's an expandable foam. I went to Walmart to find some Great Stuff, and I wasn't able to find any of the Great Stuff, but they had another one called insulating foam, which it's expandable. So I'm going to show how I made it using this foam, this pillow. You first get a piece of lightweight wood cut in a circle. I didn't have any wood for my demo, so I took 2 pieces of cardboard and taped them together. You could probably use the cardboard as long as you have one of the grains going this way and one of the grains going that way, so you have some stability. And of course the foam you spray on is going to help, and the cover is going to help. But for long-term use, I would use a piece of board. The one my husband got me was this stuff here. It's very thin, so it cuts real easy. He got it at Home Depot many years ago. Okay, so what you start with is you get your Great Stuff and you squeeze it onto the board. And you want to keep it as close together as possible because it's going to expand, but you want it to cover the whole board. And you add some on the top. Well, it ran out. I was hoping for a lot more so I could build up the center here. Maybe I can move it over a little bit because you want the center higher than the sides. I only bought 1 can figuring 1 can would do it, but unfortunately 1 can is not going to do it. But anyway, that's what you do. Then you set it aside. Oh, maybe there's still some in here. Let me shake it up and see. This doesn't work as good as Great Stuff, but it'll still give you the idea. Okay, and after you get it done, let me show you here. Got kind of like a mound. And then you have to let it dry, and it's going to take some time to dry. Okay, here's that piece of foam I did. As you can see, it really rose. It's not totally cured yet, but it is hard. And you definitely would have to shave it off. Now see, this one's kind of rough because I didn't have enough Great Stuff to make it as smooth as I did along these edges. But once you shave it off and put 1 or 2 or 3 pieces of felt over it, one pillow I put a small piece of felt in the middle, a bigger piece of felt around it, and a bigger piece around that before I put my fabric over it. That gave me more layers of cushioning against a rough foam. I'm not sure how long it's going to take that foam to dry, so I took my pillow apart. As you can see, this has got the foam and it's curved. What I did was, after it totally dried, I took my electric carving knife and I shaped it and make a dome. It doesn't have to be a high dome, but you wanted a dome shape, so you would taper this way. That way your bobbins will fall down the side. Now, because it is a rougher surface and there's little holes and stuff in it, because that's what great foam can do, I get a piece of felt and cover a piece of felt. That helps give me a nicer surface to work off of. And then I made a cover. What I did was I made a circle the size of, I measured it around, and then around to the back a couple of inches. Then I threaded elastic through, so it's an elastic cover so it can be taken off. This is like, I think they call it twill. It makes slacks for men. And then after you get it, the elastic in, you put your cover on it and make sure it's even all the way around. See, right now it's too much on this end. I can get a hold of that cover. It's not cooperating. There. And you pull it around. Now, if you don't want to use elastic, you can put a drawstring in and then tie a bow. You don't want to tie a knot because then you won't be able to get it off. Don't know why it's not cooperating, but it gives you the idea. And then after you get it all the way around, now you've got your, what they call a cookie pillow, made out of foam. And it's very easy to stick your pins in. Pins stick in really easy anywhere you want. They're very light touch to poke them in. So that's how you make a foam pillow out of great stuff. Now you may be wondering what this is. This is an extra pillow. Sometimes you want to have the more of an angle because the design you're doing or where you're sitting. So I made this pillow. I stuffed it with beans, I believe it was. I made this, oh, good, like I said, like 10, 12 years ago. Then you set your pillow on it, and without it, you can still see the angle. But then you also can see it's done with grape stuff because there's some ridges. I added little straps on it so I could, I lost my pins, pin it there and pin it down here at the bottom. That way I can keep my pillow secured in the same spot. This is another cookie pillow. This one is made out of foam instead of the great stuff foam. It's actually a piece of foam that has been molded into a shape, which in this case is a dome. I don't know if I can you can see it, but it's got a dome to it. And it has extra large fabric around it. They'd used a drawstring like I mentioned before. Both ways work fine, but that's another way to make a cookie pillow. Now this particular board is made out of cork, not foam or styrofoam. Cork works really good too. It's a little bit stiffer, so it's harder to push your pins in it. There is a YouTube video out there showing how to make this square cork one. You start with a small square in the center, and as you add layers of cork, you go this way with it. So the final layer covers the whole board, but each layer in between is about an inch less. So that way your top is higher and it gradually goes down to your sides. And it's great for doing square type patterns, or this is another square pattern, or you can actually do the little ones like the bookmarks out of it too. It's just a different shape of a pillow. This one was finished off, so I can't take it apart. As you can see, it's got a back that's hand sewn on, so this is a completely done pillow. Her video shows how to do everything from start to finish on a piece of wood. Now this pillow is a Rotary pillow. I believe I bought it from Germany. It is stuffed with straw, and it has this rotor that spins. So as you go around your bobbin design, your lace just goes off the edge. This is what is around the cylinder. It's a complete circle with a complete pattern. And as it spins around, you keep working your pattern, like I said, and then the lace goes off the end. That's how I made this one. I just let it keep going off the end, and it just goes around and around and around until you get a length as long as you want. But that's how this pillow works. Now, I've never made a Rotary pillow. There's a couple out there on the internet or the YouTube showing different ways of making Rotary pillows. I forgot what this type of pattern is called, but I like it all because the piece is moving. There's a purpose for that. Sometimes you want to do something that's very long, like a piece of lace, and you don't have a Rotary pillow. You can make one of these. These are just made out of individual blocks of styrofoam, and then of course sewn together, so you can turn them over if you want. But what you would do Oh, it'd be like you want to make a scarf like this. It'd be great for that because you just move the pieces up. You'd pin your pattern near the top, and you work all your pieces till you're on the next one, which you can see right here. So you make sure all these, you've got your pattern done for about maybe an inch or so. Oh, I went down too far. Okay, say you got that done that far. You move this bottom piece, slide your piece up, bring this one here, take your next pattern piece in succession. I just got to find which one it is. I think it's this one. I should have numbered them before, but I forgot to. So you put this piece on, pin it down, and you would continue working on it till you get down into here, and then you do the same thing. You'd have these pinned. Or you can go ahead and put your next piece on. That might be easier to set your next piece in place. Let's see, where does it go? Say that's it, I'm not sure, say that's it. And you've worked all the way down through here. You take the pins out of the top half. Take the top pattern off, slide this one up. Bring your other piece back here and continue, just keep sliding and continuing. Now this is also good if you want to make something with a corner. Let me get these here. I have a pattern here with a corner. Say you're making this one. And you've got your piece ready to do this corner down here. So what you would do is after you get this all done, you take your top piece out, turn this piece like this, set your piece back in, and now you're ready to continue here because you've done this. Turn your foam, and then you continue working this one, and then do the same thing when you get to here. Take this one out, pick up your work, turn it around. Now you're ready to work down this side. So it's a great versatile pillow for that kind of stuff. And like I said, it's just made out of chunks of foam, and I just sewed the blocks together. Now the two sides are sloped, and this last little piece that goes at the bottom right here is also sloped. So that way your bobbins can run off the edge into a slope here and into a slope there. That helps keep your bobbins in place. Now the last one I have to show is the actual bobbin lace kit you can buy off my website at stitchniche.com. It's a piece of foam and the board here that you can put it on to keep your work at an angle. It gives you the bobbins, some straight pins, some thread, instructions, and patterns. So this one is a way to get started quickly with all the parts and pieces. You can buy each thing individually, and you can make your own board. This doesn't last too long because it's not thick and it gets hard to work with. So that's why I made a cookie pillow as fast as I could after I got this and learned how to use it. Thank you for watching. That will conclude this particular video. The next video I'm going to show how to make some inexpensive quick pillows so you don't have to go to great expense out of just regular household items.